Oh god, those screams, man, those grunts. God, the guy sounds like he's dying. He's like, "Argh." Oh god. Oh my goodness. Oh lord. Yeah, at least these guys are mounted. We have the advantage just from being mounted. Oh lord. Okay, I spoke way too soon. Oh lord. Okay. Damn, Tail Rolls upgraded their intro screen, man. Their intro video. Okay, guys, I'm really excited to try this one out. I originally played the first Mountain Blade like a little bit after it came out, like probably around 2008, and I played Warband extensively once it came out, as well as Fire and Sword. And I remember hearing about Bannerlord, but I didn't pick it up when it came out, so it should be interesting. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, but I used to play Mountain Blade a lot back in the day, so I'm excited to see where they've taken it. I mean, it looks like the graphics are a lot better so far.
For 500 years,
Wow.
the Calradian Empire dominated the
Okay, it looks like they put actual story in this. Or well, the old one had backstory, but it didn't have
its
like
armies scattered
this introduction
foes
or
before
anything.
them.
Wow.
The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled beneath its engines.
So it looks like there's a prequel. They're going into the backstory of
From the forests
Calradia
of the north
before it fell, and then split into the
to the
factions that were in
wastes
Warband.
of the south. All was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich. But empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose
Those
a
banners,
common cause.
the symbols look like the Byzantine eagle on it, like the double-headed eagle.
Corruption spreads.
I know this isn't in real life. I was just saying that looks
Old
similar.
enemies learn the Empire's tricks
The Nords.
and devise new ones. of their
Hergits.
own. Until one day, the bonds holding the
Is
Empire.
that Prince Valiant, or is
snap.
that old school Conan
Then
right there?
comes the Civil War, pitting all against all.
Damn. Vague years?
A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples,
Alright, this is getting me pumped. This
to
music is getting me
turn
pumped.
back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world
Wow.
from the ashes of the old.
Okay, so that was pretty good for like a low budget animation. Like I think they did pretty well with the resources they had for that. You know, obviously it wasn't like a AAA style animation, but you know, just for like a simple, like using concept art and just doing simple animations, I think that was pretty decent. You know, they told the story they wanted to tell, basically, effectively. Okay, so let's see, culture. So there's Vlandians, Sturgians, Empire. There's Aserai, Kuzayets, and Batanians. We go. Okay, so the Vlandians are the descendants of adventurers from the west who lived under the empire for centuries before forming an independent kingdom. With the decline of imperial authority, they have evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a caste of warlike nobles who prefer to fight with spears and lances on horseback. So they get 5% more renown from battles, 15% more income while serving as a mercenary, 10% production to villages that are bound to castles. And recruiting lords to armies costs 20% more influence. Okay, Sturgians are the descendants of foreign tribes of northern Calradia. As the empire expanded into their cold forest, they found a ready market for the luxurious furs of woodland animals whom they traditionally hunted and trapped. Sturgian chieftains became princes, vying for preeminence with the help of Nord mercenaries who migrated into their realm. They are good hunters and wanderers, traveling far in search of opportunities for both. Okay, actually this sounds like vague years more to me. And then Vlandians sounded like the Swadians almost, because they said on horseback. Traveling far in search of opportunities for both trade and plunder. Recruiting and upgrading infantry troops are 25% cheaper. Armies lose 20% less daily cohesion, 20% more relationship penalty from kingdom decisions. Or maybe this is like Nords and Vaegirs kind of combined. Okay, so what's Empire? So in the warband, the Swadians claim to be the inheritors of the imperial culture. So let's see what it says here. The Calradian Empire is in decline. Even before the suspicious death of the Emperor Arenikos, the once united realm was torn by political rivalries. Today, those factions are in open war, yet Calradians endure. Their methodical study of defensive strategy, in which garrison cities slow down invading forces until mobile field armies can come to their rescue, helps hold their neighbors at bay. So they have 20% less garrison troop wage. Being in armies brings 25% more influence, and village hearths increase 20% less. So it looks like that sounds a little bit more defensive so far, but we'll see. Aserai, okay. So this might be like the Saranid ancestors, precursors. The Aserai are the inhabitants of the Nahasa Desert, a mixture of nomadic Bedouin and settled oasis farmers. They are famous for their horsemanship and their knowledge of the learning of many lands, especially medicine gained from lying on some of the continent's most lucrative trade routes. Each clan is fiercely proud of its lineage and often jealous of the others, but when united by a charismatic leader, they become a major force in the south. Caravans are 30% cheaper to build, 10% less trade penalty, no speed penalty on desert, daily wages of troops in the party are increased by 5%. So yeah, that definitely sounds like they're the precursors to the Saranids. Okay, these already look like the precursors to the Kurgits. Kuzaits. The Kuzait, I hope I'm saying that right. Kuzait confederation of steppe tribes used to live a nomadic life, but they have recently settled in the eastern frontier of the empire and are slowly transitioning into an agrarian society with permanent town centers. Despite this, they still retain many aspects of their nomadic life, including their affinity with horses. They are masters of mounted archery, shooting, and then galloping out of reach. Recruiting and upgrading mounted troops is 10% cheaper, 25% production bonus to horse, mule, and cow and sheep, and villages owned by Kuzait rulers, 20% less tax income from towns. Okay, the Batanians. So this must be the Rhodoks, right? The Batanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretched across northern Calradia, and the empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remain loyal to their traditional ways. They paint their faces when going into battle, and even their noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. 50% less penalty, speed penalty, and 15% sight rage bonus in forests. Towns owned by Batanian rulers have +1 militia production, 10% slower rate for town projects and settlements. So I'm probably going to go with Empire here just to keep it interesting, because the rest of these sound like precursors to the factions in Warband, honestly. So I'm going to go Imperial here, and let's see how that goes. It sounds kind of weak, honestly, in terms of the bonuses, but let's just see. Oh, Lord, look at that, guys. It looks like he's from the 70s or something. with that chest here, man. And the oh Lord, okay. Can I hear his voice pitch?
Fire!
Oh my Lord, okay. What if I make him like the highest pitch? What does that sound like?
Fire!
Okay, that's not as high a pitch as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like fire or something. But if I make it the deepest, then what does he sound like?
Circle formation!
Okay, that's not that deep. I thought he was gonna be like an ogre or something, like a troll, like folk circle formation. Okay. Let's just keep it medium. I might just keep these almost default, so. Oh my Lord, okay. See, that's more what I'm like in real life right there. Okay. Alright, oh my gosh, okay. Let's just keep them medium, dude. I don't want to do anything too weird here. Oh my Lord. See, I wish I was like that body fat right there. Let's see the fattest. Okay, see, that's not that fat. That's like E Honda. He still has like abs on top of his stomach. Let's see the build. So what does this do? Oh my Lord, look at that guy. It's like a starving peasant right there. What if we make him big? Oh my, that's like, okay, that's going towards like, you know, Chris Hemsworth or something, I guess. Guys, it looks like they just took the old, like, you know, warband styles and just kind of like, you know, made the textures a little bit better. But these look like the same styles, you know. Okay, what is that? Was that like a 5 o'clock shadow or something? Okay, let's just do that. That looks weird. Like, that just looks painted on, you know. You can see the line, like clear line right there. Like he got his stubble lined up or something. Okay, I don't even know if I want to put any of this stuff on here. It looks pretty ridiculous. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at the line for that beard right there. That just looks terrible. Like there's a corner right there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this customization, but I get it. They're indie, you know. You can't really expect too much from it, honestly. Yeah, that looks absolutely nothing like me. That looks like the guy from The Mummy right there, dude. Kinda, or like maybe more like Billy Zane, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Okay, let's just go because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Okay, let's put some markings though. Let's put some markings. That just looks like a wrestler or something. That makes him look Maori right there. Like he's from New Zealand. Okay, let's just do it, guys. Let's just do it. Let's go with the villain look. There we go. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right, next. Oh my gosh, look at that person's face. Jesus, that looks terrible. That looks like that's from the early 2000s or something, you know? Okay, I was born into a family of landlord retainer. Do these have descriptions? Okay, yeah. Okay, so landlord retainers. Your father was a trusted lieutenant of the local landowning aristocrat. He rode with the Lord's cavalry, fighting as an armored lancer. So that gets 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to riding in polearm, 1 attribute point to vigor. Got urban merchants. Oh lord, it changes it. Your father. That lady's face just bothers me. Just reminds you of something in Second Life or something. Okay, your family were merchants in one of the main cities of the empire. They sometimes organized caravans to nearby towns and discussed issues in the town council. So that gives you focus on trade and charm and a point to social. You have freeholders. Your family were small farmers with just enough to feed themselves and make a small profit. People like them were the pillars of the imperial rural economy as well as the backbone of the levy. So that gives you a focus in athletics and polearm and some endurance. Urban artisans. Your family owned their own workshop in a city, making goods from raw materials brought in from the countryside. Your father played an active, if minor, role in the town council and also served in the militia. So that gives you a focus in smithing and crossbow and attribute point to intelligence. Foresters. Your family lived in a village but did not own their land. Instead, your father supplemented paid jobs with long trips in the woods, hunting and trapping, always keeping a wary eye for the Lord's game wardens. So that gives you focus in scouting and bow and then a point in control. Urban vagabonds. Your family numbered among the many poor migrants living in the slums that grow up outside the walls of imperial cities, making whatever money they could from a variety of odd jobs. Sometimes they did service for one of the empire's many criminal gangs, and you had an early look at the dark side of life. That gives you focus in roguery and throwing and an attribute point to cunning. So I'm probably going to go with like landlord retainers or something. So let's go here. Okay, as a child, you were noted for leadership. Okay, let's see what these say. If the wolf pup gang of your early childhood had an alpha, it was definitely you. All the other kids followed your lead as you decided what to play and where to play, and led them in games and mischief. So that gives you focus in leadership and tactics and an attribute point in cunning. Brawn. You were big, and other children looked to have you around in any scrap with children from a neighboring village. You pushed a plow and threw an axe like an adult. So that gives you focus in two-handed and throwing and an attribute point of vigor. Your attention to detail. You were quick on your feet and attentive to what was going on around you. Usually you could run away from trouble, though you could give a good account of yourself in a fight with other children if cornered. So that gives you athletics and bow focus and a point of control. Your aptitude for numbers. Most children around you had only the most rudimentary education, but you lingered after class to study letters and mechanics. You were fascinated by the marketplace, weights and measures, tallies and accounts, the chatter about profits and losses. That gives you focus in engineering and trade and an attribute point to intelligence. Your way with people. You were always attentive to other people, good at guessing their motivations. You studied how individuals were swayed and tried out what you learned from adults on your friends. Focus in charm and leadership, attribute point is social. Your skill with horses. You were always drawn to animals and spent as much time as possible hanging out in the village stables. You could calm horses and were sometimes called upon to break in new colts. You learned the basics of veterinary arts, much of which is applicable to humans as well. So that gives you focus in riding and medicine and one attribute point to endurance. Okay, so I'm decided to go with the way with people so that you get charm, leadership, and social. I think I want to say, I don't know how this works exactly yet, but if it's like the old game, I think this will help more with like recruiting and stuff. Okay, so adolescence. Like all village children, you helped out in the fields. You also herded the sheep. You went with other fleet-footed youths to take the village's sheep, goats, or cattle to graze in pastures near the village. You were in charge of chasing down stray beasts and always kept a big stone on hand to be hurled at lurking predators if necessary. So that gives you focus in athletics and throwing and an attribute point in control. Worked in a village smithy. You were apprenticed to the local smith. You learned how to heat and forge metal, hammering for hours at a time until your muscles ached. That gives you focus in two-handed smithing and an attribute point in vigor. Repaired projects. You helped dig wells, rethatch houses, and fix broken plows. You learned about the basics of construction, as well as what it takes to keep a farming community prosperous. So that gives you focus in smithing and engineering and an attribute point in intelligence. Gathered herbs in the wild. You were sent by the village leader up into the hills to look for useful medicinal plants. You learned which herbs healed wounds or brought down a fever and how to find them. Focus in medicine and scouting, attribute and endurance. Hunted small game. You accompanied a local hunter as he went into the wilderness, helping him set up traps and catch small animals. Focus in bow and tactics, attribute and control. Sold product at the market. You took your family's goods to the nearest town to sell your produce and buy supplies. It was hard work, but you enjoyed the hubbub of the marketplace. So that gives you trade and charm and one attribute point to social. Okay, I know this doesn't really match, since I chose, like, I think for my parents' heritage, I put like retainer or something like that. But I'm gonna choose sold product at the market because I want to synergize or like specialize in charm and social. Okay, youth. As a youngster growing up in Calradia, war was never too far away. You joined a commander's staff. Your family arranged for you to be part of the staff of an Imperial Strategos. You were not given major responsibilities, mostly carrying messages and tending to his horse, but it did give you a chance to see how campaigns were planned and men were deployed in battle. So you get a focus in steward and tactics, and you get an attribute in cunning. Trained with the cavalry. You could never have bought the equipment on your own, but you were a good enough rider so that the local lord lent you a horse and equipment. You joined the armored cavalry, training with the lance. Okay, so that focus in riding and polearm and an attribute point in endurance. Stood guard with the garrisons. Urban troops spend much of their time guarding the town walls. Most of their training was in missile weapons, especially useful during sieges. So you get crossbow and engineering focus and an attribute in intelligence. Rode with the scouts. All of Calradia's kingdoms recognize the value of good light cavalry and horse archers, and are sure to recruit nomads and borderers with the skills to fulfill those duties. You were a good enough rider that your neighbors pitched in to buy you a small pony, and a good bow so that you could fulfill their levy obligations. So it gives you focus in riding and bow, and an attribute point in endurance. Trained with the infantry. Levy armed with spear and shield, drawn from small-holding farmers, have always been the backbone of most armies of Calradia, so that gives you focus in polearm and one-handed, and an attribute point in vigor. Join the skirmishers. So younger recruits, or those of a slighter build, or those too poor to buy shield and armor, tend to join the skirmishers. Fighting with bow and javelin, they try to stay out of reach of the main enemy forces, so that gives you throwing and one-handed focus, and attribute point in control. Okay, I'm gonna go with trained with the cavalry because I think I had riding and polearm for my first option, so I think that will synergize well. Okay, wow, there's so many stages in this one. Young adulthood. Before you set out for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was you defeated an enemy in battle. Not everyone who musters for the levy marches to war, and not everyone who goes on campaign sees action. You did both, and you also took down an enemy warrior in direct one-to-one combat into the full view of your comrades. So that gives you focus in one-handed and two-handed, attribute point to vigor, valor, and it gives you +1 to valor and +20 renown. You led a successful manhunt. When your community needed to organize a posse to pursue horse thieves, you were the obvious choice. You hunted down the raiders, surrounded them, and forced their surrender, and took back your stolen property. So that gives you focus to tactics and leadership, gives you an attribute point to cunning, gives you +1 to calculating, and +10 to renown. You invested some money in land. Your parents didn't give you much money, but they did leave just enough for you to purchase a plot of unused land at the edge of the village. You cleared away rocks and dug an irrigation ditch, raised a few seasons of crops, and sold it for a considerable profit. Focus in trade and smithing, attribute and intelligence, +1 to calculating, +10 to renown. You hunted a dangerous animal. Bears are a constant menace to the flocks of northern Calradia, while hyenas and leopards trouble the south. You went with a group of your fellow villagers and fired the missile that brought down the beast. Focus in polearm and crossbow, attribute and control, +1 to valor, +5 renown. You had a famous escapade in town. Maybe it was a love affair, or maybe you cheated at dice, or maybe you just chose your words poorly when drinking with a dangerous crowd. Anyway, on one of your trips into town, you got into the kind of trouble from which only a quick tongue or quick feet get you out alive. So that gives you focus in athletics and roguery, attribute and endurance, +1 to valor, +5 renown. You treated people well. Yours wasn't the kind of reputation that local legends are made of, but it was the kind that wins you respect amongst those around you. You were consistently fair and honest in your business dealings and helpful to those in trouble. In doing so, you got a sense of what made people tick. So that gives you focus in charm and steward, attribute point to social, +1 to mercy, generosity, and honor, and +5 renown. Okay, yeah, I'm going with you treated people well in young adulthood, so let's move on. Oh, Lord. Okay, now we're in story background. Like many families in Calradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer. But you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your 2 youngest siblings seized, but you and your brother survived because you were subdued by a raider. You were able to grab a knife in the confusion of the attack. You stabbed a raider blocking your way. I'm a raider. No, I'm just joking. Let's see here. You drove them off with arrows. You grabbed a bow and sent a few arrows the raiders' way. They took cover, giving you the opportunity to flee with your brother. That gives you bow and tactics and an attribute and control. What does the raider one give you again? It gives you focus in one-handed athletics, attribute and vigor. You rode off a fast horse. Jumping on the 2 remaining horses in the inn's burning stable, you and your brother broke out of the encircling raiders and rode off. As you focused on riding and scouting, attribute and endurance, you tricked the raiders. In the confusion of the attack, you shouted that someone had found treasure in the back room. You then made your way out of the undefended entrance with your brother. That gives you focus to roguery and tactics and an attribute to cunning. You organized the travelers to break out. You encouraged the few travelers in the inn to break out in a coordinated fashion. Raiders killed or captured most, but you and your brother were able to escape. That gives you focus in leadership and charm and a 1 point to social. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going with. Okay, review. You prepare to set off with your brother on a mission of vengeance and rescue. Here is your character. Continue if you are ready or go back and make change. Why is my name Forrest? Okay, these are, so there is like a name randomizer. That's kind of cool. Narmis, Vacasis, Valaus. Okay, these are kind of cool. It looks like they're themed, right? Like these are like imperial, it's supposed to be sound like Byzantine sounding names, which I think is the inspiration for the empire. Okay, so for this, I did a quick search, and it looks like the Greek form of my name, Eric, is actually Erikos. So I'm gonna make it Erikos. Let's see here. So this is just a summary of all the choices that I made. So we'll go ahead and keep going with this. So difficulty presets. There's freebooter, warrior. Okay, so these are presets, kind of. Okay, so this is like easy, difficult, easy, easy, medium, hard. Clan member, death, possibility, and battles. So I'm guessing that's like followers. I guess they could get permanently dead now. Before, followers were pretty much they couldn't die. Like they would just respawn in a town if they were defeated. There's birth and aging. Oh my lord. So choose if the heroes are able to age and reproduce. So you can't change that one later though. Okay, that's interesting. I might leave that on just because that's new and it sounds like an immersion option. Hero deaths in combat. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Hero deaths in combat. The possibility of you or other heroes to die. So yeah, it looks like they're. Oh man. Oh lord. I'm tempted to put that on, but I'll probably regret it, honestly. Okay, so normally, guys, if I was just playing this myself, I'd probably do Iron Man and put all these on the hardest. But especially since I'm playing on console and not PC, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably put all of these on the most difficult. Like, we'll keep this realistic. We'll keep all of these realistic, challenging. Is that the hardest? Yeah. So we'll keep that challenging on combat AI. Okay, so I think clan members are different from heroes, so I'm gonna leave that on realistic. I'm gonna enable birth and aging, but I think I'm gonna disable death for heroes though, because if it's anything like the first one, the heroes have like unique backstories and stuff, like their actual characters. So we'll see how this goes. And I'm not gonna do Iron Man, guys, and I'm not gonna auto allocate. But let's go ahead and disable death, so you can die too. Oh, okay. For player hero, okay. Let's just disable it for all heroes. That way, I don't want to get too frustrated with this. You know, I kind of want to just like showcase the game and focus on enjoying it. All right, let's see.
Brother, it's been 3 days now we've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue our brother and sister? Are we up for a fight?
Okay, cool. So this has voice act. I mean, the graphics don't look great. Like I said, it just looks like an upscale of the original graphics, but it's cool that it has voice acting. That's actually pretty nice.
This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush up on our skills. The practice could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders.
So, do you think we'll catch up with the raiders soon?
The tracks look fresh, and I've seen some smoke on the horizon. Well, they can't move too quickly if they're still looting and raiding. No, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to rescue the little ones. Or die trying for the
How should we
legions.
prepare for the fight?
Perhaps, well, if they're still pillaging, they may have split up into smaller groups. Hopefully we won't need to take them all on at once. But it would help if we could hire or persuade some people to join us.
Okay.
This looks
All
like
right,
an
let's
old
continue the
training field for
tutorial. This is my
legions.
first time playing.
Let's go on then.
Enter a training area. Okay, so let's try. Oh god, I have a feeling this is gonna suck on console, but let's see. So I've got crossbow training, we've got bows, and we've got javelins. Let's try crossbows first. That's probably the easiest. Go into shooting position. Okay, so I'm gonna go here and take his place. Thank you. Okay, so what do I press? Okay, so I'm holding down the trigger button. So it looks like a single button system. And then I'm holding the trigger again to reload. Let me see if I could just tap that or I have to hold it. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, so I just have to tap it, the trigger, to reload it. But the like mechanics, like the physics remind me of the original, honestly. Obviously like the frame rate and stuff is better, so that's nice. But yeah, as far as like the arc and everything, it reminds me of the original. Yeah. God, this is gonna suck though. I have like stick drift on these controllers, so having to be precise, or I'm gonna have like crazy arthritis. So I'll probably like try not to use range too much, or I'll just stick to crossbows. Oh, dude, see that? I'm like sucking already. Cause crossbows, you don't have to hold back. Like, see how that reticle isn't changing much? Like it's just kind of pulsing. If it's a bow, I'm sure that like I'll have to release it at some point, but we'll see how that goes. We'll try it. Yeah, but crossbow has more accuracy and it kind of stays still. You just kind of lose the speed. If this is like the first one, you'll lose the speed and you'll lose the range. The speed is because of the reload time. So let's try the bow. Okay, so I think this is gonna be a one button thing again. So yeah. Okay. See that? Okay. See, yeah. Like I had like a 1 second window, or probably like less than a second, where it was accurate. So that feels pretty much like the original. And if I upgrade like my bow skill, then it will probably hold a little bit longer, I'm guessing. So let's try that again. Yeah, like you have to do it in one smooth action with the bow, basically, is how it goes. Like you can't hold it like boom, and then that's like the sweet spot right when it closes like that. So I don't know, guys. I'll probably stick to crossbows. Well, this isn't that bad so far, but like when you're doing it like on horseback or something, or like in the middle of a siege, yeah, see, that sucks, dude. Like I had like literally a split second to try to correct my aim a little bit. So you have to be like on target, you know, until you upgrade your skills. You basically have to like start on target, hope your target doesn't move too much, and then release it like right in that split second window. See, I don't even know what is my problem here, like if I'm not arcing it high enough or if I'm like off center, because it feels like I'm centered right there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but trying to do this, but you can see how he moves it faster because he doesn't have to reload. Like I could basically just spam these, right? Like see that? Boom, there's no reload time. I can just keep shooting. That's the nice thing about bows, but like I said, like if you're moving, if you're like on horseback, or if your target's moving a lot, like yeah, good luck trying to keep that steady and getting that that sweet spot window in, unless you have your skills fully upgraded or you're just a very skillful player yourself. Okay, let's try javelins. I remember liking these, like they felt fun, especially when you're on horseback in the tournaments and stuff, but I remember not really using them that much practically, unless I was like role-playing like a Kurgit or something, which I would usually use a bow anyway, but yeah, see these have, okay, it does close in though. I remember these like not having a lot of accuracy, so I'm surprised the reticle closes in like that, but I think the difference is that, I think the arc and the range. Okay, I'm being timed. I shouldn't be talking this much. Let's go. I wonder if I just tap it. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's as accurate if I just like, you know, don't hold it down like that. Yeah, you see the arc is a little bit, it has less range. Yeah, see, like I have to arc it up even more to get to that distance. Yeah, see, I'll probably have to go all the way up here. So yeah, the range you definitely miss out on, but they do crazy damage though, and they, like in the original, they could like pierce armor and destroy shields a lot easier. So they're like do more damage, but you get less range out of them than the bow or the crossbow. But they're fun though. Like I don't know, there's something fun about like successfully riding by someone and like just javelining them in the head. I know that sounds brutal and violent, but it's true. It's really fun when you do that. It's satisfying for some reason. All right. Okay. I kind of want it now. Let's see. Okay, now I'm starting to get that itch. You know, like I'm tempted to make like a horse archer who does all of these ranged weapons. Hopefully this isn't bad on console because I played the original on WAS, guys, on PC. So we'll see. Let's start with melee. Okay. So it looks like you use the trigger buttons a lot in this game. Okay, this is starting. Okay, this isn't bad. This is feeling like the This isn't feeling too bad. Oh man, I missed that one. Okay, it looks like you could do like the, what is that called? Like the Norman style? Like the Norman style grip? If you, I don't know how I changed it. Like, is it because of the direction I'm aiming? Because he was doing like the underhanded, like the couch, there we go, like couch styled, like jab. But see, that overhand is like the, that's like Norman style, grip for, like jousting and stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of sucking at this though, honestly, but it actually doesn't feel too bad. Like it doesn't feel too off the mark from like WASD. I think it just takes some getting used to, really. It's the wind up and timing that you have to get right. But the aiming, yeah, see when he does that, the aiming kind of throws me off. So how do I jump while I'm on a mount? Oh, shoot. Okay, so X is jump. Okay, so that wasn't great. I was talking way too much about Norman style and all that BS. Okay, let's try sword and shield. Hopefully I do better on this than I did in the spear one. Alright, so let's try this. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Okay, that feels a little bit wonky. Ah, man, so I'm kind of surprised because this was... Oh my gosh. Yeah, one-hander was my favorite in the original, so this feels wonky though. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, getting used to the directionals on the controller is kinda giving me some trouble, but I'll probably get used to it. But you really have to like swing back your arc to change the direction. See, yeah, I missed it there. He went into a thrust. Boom. Boom. This is pretty fun though, I have to say so far. Like this feels, I know it looks really wonky, like I'm probably making people dizzy with the camera controls, but it actually feels pretty pretty nice. Like I can't wait to get into a real one, you know, outside of the training. Alright, so I missed some of those targets. That's fine. Alright, so let's try mounted archery. Oh god, I'm like dreading this, but let's see here. Usually this is like one of the hardest modes. Even on WAS, this could be kind of challenging. But let's see how it goes on controller. Okay, let's see. Oh lord, look at those targets. They're so bright. Oh god, I shouldn't have been holding the thing. Oh my gosh, this is my guy has like no skill at mounted archery. Oh my god, I have no skill at mounted. Okay, maybe I should just do a slow gallop. I think the faster you gallop, the less accurate it gets. Oh my gosh. Oh. barely got that one. Wow, I'm doing terribly. There we go. Maybe I just gotta go real slow. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, so far this is not feeling very nice, but that's mainly, I think, because my character doesn't have, like, attribute points or skills needed for this. Because my reticle just, like, does not close up. That or I have to go, like, really slow, like, almost stand still before I hit a target. Because if I keep it moving, which is kind of the point, right? You want to be able to go while moving. It doesn't really close up. Like, it just kind of stays open. Which I guess makes sense. Like, you know, probably if I had a more specialized character in this, it wouldn't be this bad. But, yeah, I basically have to, like, come almost to a stop just to get the reticle to close enough to shoot with any accuracy here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. No, that was horrible. That was horrible. I'm gonna be honest, that was terrible. Okay, let's go for the melee training. Oh god, those screams, man, those grunts. God, the guy sounds like he's dying. He's like, "Argh." Okay, go to the trainer. Oh, Jesus, I thought he was gonna start hitting me. Okay, L2, R3. Oh, what the hell? Dude, that was a cheap shot. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, attack from the right. Attack from up. Attack from down. Okay, that's gonna take some getting used to, honestly. So I need to defend myself. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That, like, how it's registering just doesn't feel right. Okay, boom. Boom, boom, and then a thrust. Okay, nice. So let's start with a sword and shield. Let's just go in order. Okay. So what do these guys want me to do? Defeat the trainer. Okay. Fight will start in 3. Okay, let's go. Okay, come on, boy. Let's go. There we go. Come on, hit me. Man, this guy's just not attacking. There we go. Get over here. Okay, that felt good. Okay, this starts to feel, yeah, that feels kind of like the original. Like, it's really kind of like back and forth style. It's not super fluid, but it's satisfying. Like, there's something about it that I like. Alright, now we need to defeat the veteran. Okay, he's the veteran. Baldy. Okay, let's go. Okay, he's old, bald guy. Okay, 3 seconds to... Okay. Alright, come on, man. Nice. I wonder if my shield, my training shield could break. Okay, it does have a health bar, so gotta be careful. Can't just spam block. Which I say as I block 3 times in a row. Okay, I forgot you're supposed to use, like, forward momentum while you're attacking to get more power. Oh, shoot. That's what I get for trying to kick. I'm having difficulty getting the thrust in. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, okay, this guy really is he's no joke. He's no joke. I should stop playing around. Oh my gosh, but he's just... how do I get past his guard? There we go. Maybe I have to smother him? Oh god, that's what I get for keep trying to be fancy and doing kicks.
I'll tear your limbs.
Wow, okay, I didn't think there were going to be English language insults in here. There we go. Oh man, I thought I opened him up. Doesn't look like my shield's really taking any damage. Nice, okay, finally. Jeez, that guy blocks like a mofo right there. Let's do spear and shield. Okay, this kind of sucks. Well, in the original it did, because you have to keep your distance. You have to manage your distance when you're using a spear. Otherwise, like, you can't, like, he can't wind up enough. So let's see how it is in this version. I wonder, so far it doesn't seem like much has changed as far as, like, the actual physics. And the controls. So let's see how this goes. Oh god, and he has a sword. Okay, see, like, I don't have enough room to, like, fully, like, thrust my spear here. Okay, maybe I gotta go do that overhand thrust. That lower one is doing nothing. He just keeps blocking it. This does not feel... Yeah, just like the original, this does not feel comfortable. I kind of wish that they did some improvements to this, honestly. Like, this feels comfortable if you're fighting against, like, cavalry, you know, like in a field battle, but, like, one-on-one like this feels like crap. Like, see? Like, how am I supposed to get my distance? He keeps closing. Other than that kick, which kind of sucks. Yeah, this is hopeless. Okay, that helped. That worked. There we go. So there's a very narrow window. There we go. Okay, now I'm getting the hang of it. So you have to, like, just tap it, and then... Okay, I thought I had it something. I was getting him for a while, though. There we go. Okay. So you want to tap it and then just attack. There we go. Okay, so that's the trick with the spear and shield. Okay. Alright, this guy's gonna be a pain. Oh, God. What the heck? I had my shield up. Oh, my gosh. This guy's a savage. Oh, my gosh. Lord, this guy's gonna kill me in a training match. Oh, Lord. Oy. Maybe I just keep kicking it. Just, oh my lord. Oh lord. Okay, that was brutal. Alright, let's try the two-hander though. Okay, this should feel a little more comfy. Come on, dude. Oh, what the heck? Oh, do I have to block? Oh, I have to block directionally? Oh yeah, I do, huh? God, that's what I hate about two-handers. Okay, come on. Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, my... Okay. I thought this was gonna go better. That was the worst so far. Like, yeah, but blocking those thrusts... That's why, like, in the, Oh, God. Oh, I should stop talking. Come on, man. Come at me. Oh, Lord. Nice. Ah, Lord. So this is the worst part of, as soon as I start talking, he starts attacking me. Okay, I want to beat that at least the beginner guy once. So let's try that one more time. I want to win at least against this guy. I don't know about if I can win against the bald dude. Oh, my Lord. God. Those sound effects are just brutal, man. Like, every time he hits me, I'm like, oh, you know, I just grunt like these guys are. Which is good, I guess. That's viscerality, right? Oh my gosh. He did a berserker scream right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's 3 times I wasn't able to beat him. Holy crap, I suck with that. See, that's why I usually go shield and sword and board, you know? Okay, let me try one more time. This is the last time. If I lose to him, I'm just gonna keep going. Maybe I need to be the aggressor. Come on, homie. Come on, homie. There we go. Oh God. There we go. At least I beat him once. Okay, I don't know if I can beat this guy though, guys, and he has a sword and shield, so. Well, it'll be good practice, because it's really hard. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, my gosh. Okay, see, I don't know if I can beat that. Okay, Nathanos, that's my brother, right? Before we do anything else, we're low on food. There's a village north of here where we can buy provisions and find some help. You're a better rider than I am, so I'll let you lead the way. Okay, can I... Oh, cool. They're animated. I mean you no harm. We're hunting a group of raiders who took our brother and sister.
Aye, those devils. They raided our village. Took whoever they could catch. Slavers, I'll bet.
So it looks like there's some kind of narrative. I wonder if how long the narrative is going to start. Because in the original Warband, there is also a narrative in the beginning, like a very, very brief one. Like you get attacked in the streets, and then like this merchant hires you to like fight off the to do this like plot in the town, whatever town you start in. But and then after that, it just goes open world. So let's see here how long the plot goes in this one. Like if it's a full story. So yeah, this is a lot like the original. It just looks a lot nicer. The menu. But yeah, basically the same options. Like you could raid the village, recruit, buy stuff. Okay, let's take a walk around. So it looks like it's pretty much like an upgraded version of
Here,
the original.
I guess. So, we need food, and after that, maybe some men to come with us.
Okay.
The head man here can probably help us. Let's try to find him.
Same as in Warband, man. Every village has a headman, and he's kind of like the main menu. Like he controls all the interactions with the village. Wow, even that tune is like from the original. Okay, cool. Chickens. I wonder if we could hunt chickens and stuff to get some meat or something. So I'm kind of sad that they didn't use the concept art from what was his name? I think it was like Bottom Khan. I think it was. He was like I think he was Mongolian, an artist. Like his illustrations were amazing. So I'm kind of sad that they didn't go ahead and use the same illustration or the same illustrator for this. Nice scarf, lavender scarf. Okay.
I'm Orthos, head man of this village. What brings you here?
Dude, his eyes look like he's on drugs or something. We need help. Some raiders have taken our younger brother and sister captive. We think they may have passed this way.
They got your people too? Sorry to hear that. Those bastards have done a bit of killing and looting in these parts as well.
His volume is really low.
We think they've gone north. I reckon there are a few folk around here who'll join you in going after them if you'll pay for their gear.
I wonder if I could raise that in the settings.
Once you've made your preparations, come and talk to me again. I may have a task for you if you're going after the raiders.
Okay, recruitment. Your brother has asked you to hire at least 4 men before you set out to face the raiders. You can hire troops from villages and towns by pressing X while the cursor is on the recruit troops button. Okay, yeah, this is reminding me of the beginning quest in the old games too. Let's see here. Okay, notables help you recruit more and better, higher level troops according to your relation with them. Move troops into your party by pressing X while the cursor is on their portraits. Let's just take all of them. Buying food. You should purchase supplies from the settlement menu on the left, okay? Alright, your brother recommends that you purchase 2 sacks of grain. You can do this by transferring them to your inventory while the little arrow is on the left side, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and get 2 sacks of grain as recommended. Boom. And then let's go ahead and hit done. We have finished our preparations. Let's talk to the headman again. He said he may have a task for us. We could use his friendship. Press X while the cursor is on the headman's portrait to talk to him. Cool. Talk to the headman, return to the notable, and learn more about the task ahead by pressing X while the cursor is on the visit button. Okay, so this is cool. This is an improvement, quality of life improvement over the old one. Because before you had to always go walk around the village.
Now, about that matter I mentioned earlier. There's this wandering doctor who comes through it from time to time. Name of Tactius. Treats people for free. We're fond of him.
Okay.
Well, we last saw him a few days ago. He was carrying some sort of chest, which he was very mysterious about. He was on some sort of quest, he said. Well, wouldn't tell us more.
Okay.
He set off on the road just a few hours before the raiders came through it. Well, he's not really a worldly type. Just the kind of fellow who'd stumble into a trap and let himself be captured.
So it looks like we have to rescue him. But if he's a surgeon, he could be useful if he joins us.
If you can keep an eye out for him.
Tactius.
Maybe if he's alive and well, and tell you a little more about his quest.
I'm not liking that dialogue volume though. That's a big negative for me. Looters? Okay, let's try defeating these looters and see what happens. Okay. Encounter the raider party. We can leave, send in our troops, or attack.
On my orders!
Okay, battle commands. You can tell your men to charge by opening the order menu with L1 and movement orders with square and choosing charge with circle. Can I pause it? Okay.
Charge!
Okay. This is gonna be kind of clunky, I could already tell. So that's just slow down, kind of like VATS. It like slows down the speed of the game while you're holding down that menu. Okay. Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to get really used to this. Wow. Okay. Oh god, okay. Oh man, my aim is terrible. Okay, hold on. Oh man, I keep missing them. Dude, they're gonna get me. Oh my gosh, I keep like swinging right above their heads. There we go. There we go. Okay. It's better to like charge them though. If you're on horseback, it's better to like kind of bump them, like check them with your horse and then hit them. God, man. Okay, this is not controlling very well, honestly. There we go. At least I got one of them. Ah, God, it's so dizzying. Ah, Lord. Okay, I have to be careful. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you want to get to where you could like bump them, basically, like body check them with the horse, and then it breaks their guard, and then you want to hit them. Like that's ideal. God, this is gonna take a lot of getting used to.
Victory is ours!
So I can recruit these guys, I guess, and then these are the prisoners I can take. Okay, let's take those guys prisoner. Let's just take all of them. And this is the loot right here. Okay, is there a take all button? Okay, there we go. L2. Okay, guys, it's gonna take some getting used to controlling this on a console versus on the PC. Alright, let's attack these guys. Okay, let's just have them charge. Let's keep this simple. Okay. A lot of getting used to here. Okay, at least these guys are mounted. We have the advantage just from being mounted. Oh, Lord. Okay, I spoke way too soon. Okay, it looks like we won anyway, even though I got knocked down. That kind of sucked. So, hopefully I'll do better in this one. God, I keep missing, dude. It's really frustrating. Okay, guys, this is going to take a lot of getting used to, honestly. Okay, okay.
We've been blessed!
Okay, I like the new battle. I do like the new celebratory cries, though. Okay, you rescue several prisoners that the raiders had been dragging along. They look parched and exhausted. You give them a bit of water and bread, and after a short while, one of them staggers to his feet and comes over to you.
I don't know who you are, but I'm in your debt. These brigands would have marched us to our deaths.
This guy looks paranoid. He's looking around, he's like, oh, Lord. Okay.
I was with a caravan, and they just came out of the brush. We were surrounded and outnumbered, so we gave up. I figured they'd keep us alive, if just for the ransom. But then they started flogging us along at top speed, without any water, and I was just about ready to drop.
This background reminds me of the backgrounds from Civilization 5 a little bit. Like, it reminds me of Oda Nobunaga's a little bit, like the Windows XP hills.
I could feel the signs of heat stroke creeping up, and I told them they just flogged me more. If your group hadn't come along, maybe I have a way to thank you properly.
We're looking for 2 children captured by the raiders. Can you tell us anything?
I'm afraid I haven't seen any children. But after our caravan was attacked, the chief of the raiders, the one they call Radagos, took and rode off with our more valuable belongings, including a chest that I had.
Okay.
And since I have nothing of value left to repay your help, I'll tell you this. If you do catch up with and defeat that ruffian, you may be able to recover my chest. It contains a valuable ornament, which I was told could be of great value if you knew where to sell it.
Okay. So that sounds like a good reward. He'll give us what was inside his chest.
I was trying to find out more about it, but, as I say, I've had all my urge for travelling flogged out of me. Right now, I don't think I'd venture more than 20 paces from a well as long as I live.
We'll keep that in mind.
It doesn't look like much, and I suspect this lot will give it away for a few coins. But I got it from a mercenary whom I treated once, and he swore it was related to Neretz's folly. I don't know what that means, except that Neretes was of course the emperor who died in battle some years back. Maybe you could find out its true value.
Okay. Alright, let's see. So right out of the hideout. Okay, maybe I should save first. Hold on. Oh man, okay, let's see here. So hideout missions begin with the enemy unaware of your approach. Open the order menu with L1 and order your troops to follow you with a square and X shortcuts to try and take them on in small groups. Okay. Alright, we could take this guy though. He's all by himself.
You bastard!
Damn, I'm liking those new battle cries though. There we go, you guys take them. My health is too low. The lack of music is so far kind of, I don't know, I'm not liking it honestly. I wish there was some, like, battle music going on here. I get that we're supposed to be in stealth or something, but yeah, this is just... I mean, it's really meditative if you like the sound of this running this river, you know? But I kind of wish there was some music going on. Like, it just feels way too quiet. Okay, there we go. There's a scream to fill the silence, right? Man, I'm really disappointed with how slow my guy like raises his shield, how slow he like raises his weapon and stuff. Like, it just does not feel very responsive, but that's typical on Mountain Blade. Like, you have to like skill up your character in order to you know, kind of skill up the controls, I guess.
Die, you pig!
Okay. Okay. Looks like that was it. Oh. Okay, is this a cutscene? Because I'm like locked in here.
So, who's this that comes through my place of business, killing my employees?
Your worst nightmare. No. We heard you took our little brother and sister. Where are they?
Good heaven. I need a better description than that. My men have harvested dozens
Harvested?
of little brats in this region.
Jesus,
Quite
that's
good hunting
disgusting.
grounds. Already sent most of them off to a slave market.
Dude, I am
know.
going to kill you for being a slaver.
Since your hunt for your kin is fruitless, how about you clear off and save your own lives? Either that, or I'll force you to lick up all the blood you've spilled here with your tongues. Or you and I could settle this one-on-one.
What do you think, guys? Duel or attack? I feel like I don't want to spare their lives, you know what I mean? I kind of just want to kill all these slavers. Let's duel him. Let's duel him. Let's just duel him. Let's go. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm gonna reload that, guys. Oh god. Oh my goodness, that is... Nice, god damn. Woo. Okay, at least that felt satisfying. Finally beat him. Jesus. Hey, can we like knock these guys out now? Okay, never mind. Okay, that was messed up. I just took a cheap shot at him. Okay, was there any advantage to doing that? Like, I gained some morale. Did I gain more morale than I would have if I just let my guys beat them? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I got an achievement, duelist, for doing that. Okay. Let's take these guys prisoners. Probably I couldn't take all those guys prisoners is what it is, what I'm guessing. Okay, these all look pretty much the same as what I'm wearing, though. So, let's go ahead.
Well, I recognize defeat when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna be your captive, let me...
Oh, how polite of you.
I'm Radagos.
Okay.
You haven't cut my throat yet, which was a wise move. I'm sure I can find a way to be worth more to you alive than dead.
You'd better help us get our brother and sister back, or you'll swing from a tree.
Ah, you'll need my help, all right. If you want to get them back. Alive, that is. See, my boys have some pretty specific instructions about what to do if there's a rescue attempt.
Okay, what are those instructions?
Shall we get on the road? Remember, if I drop dead of exhaustion or drown in some river, that's it for your little dears. I don't expect a cozy palanquin now, but you best not make it too hard a trip for me.
Shut up. All right. I wonder if he probably can really die, right? Okay, you've come across a chest with an old piece of bronze in it. It's so battered and corroded that it could have been from anything from a cup to a crown. This must be the chest Tactios mentioned to you that had something to do with Neretz's folly.
I was hoping to find more treasure here, but I think
Same
business
here,
wasn't
man.
going too well for Radagos and his gang.
Yep.
I found this strange-looking metal piece, though. Doesn't look too valuable, but it could be the artifact Tacteus was talking about. Maybe we can sell it to one of the noble clans for a hefty price.
All right, then, let's get on the road. Yeah, we need some money.
Idea. We would have a better chance if we split up now. I'll take Radagos and go find the slaver market and look for a way to free the children. However, we must be careful not to endanger their lives, and it could be better to just buy them. We need to have our purses full for that, though. I'll need to take these men with us. Radagos is a slippery one. I don't want him getting away.
So you want me to raise the money to ransom the little ones?
Indeed. You'll have to find a way to do that. Maybe this bronze thing can help.
Okay.
Tacteo said it could be worth a fortune to the right person, if you manage not to get killed. If he's telling the truth, you must be careful. Never reveal that you have it, but try to understand its value and how it can be sold.
Okay.
One more thing. When you are talking to nobles and other people of importance, make sure you present yourself as someone from a distant but distinguished family.
No problem. I expect into charm and social.
You can use our family name if you like, or make up a new one.
Oh, cool.
You will have a better chance of obtaining an audience with nobles, and it'll be easier for me to find you by asking
So
around.
we could come up with like a dynasty name, I guess, or like a you know, like an aristocratic name or something. All right, there we go. Ericos Radericos. There you go. Oh, Lord. All right. Nice.
Get on the road now. Once I locate the little
Oh, we
one,
get to pick a
I'll
banner,
come find
too.
you.
Okay, nice. I wonder if this is for all backgrounds, because in the original, like, only if you started out noble, you had to pick a banner right away. But it seems like this is part of the plot, like part of the mission. Wow, that one looks like HRE. That one looks a little bit more Byzantine, in my opinion. I don't know, actually, which one is, right? That one looks a little bit nicer to me, though. Oh, look at that one. That's like a Roman-style Aquila or whatever. Okay, looks like we got... These look Norse, like these crow ones. Well, he's Imperial, so let's pick something that looks like kind of Byzantine-ish, like one of these two. Maybe this one right here. Can I make it like purple or something? Oh, you can change the size of the symbol too. Yeah, that's cool. All right, and then yeah, let's just make it gold. That's so standard looking. That's so vanilla, but it feels more appropriate, you know? Okay, let's just go with that. Nice. Okay, the tutorial is over. Okay, hold on. On the 5th day of summer, 1084, you found the artifact which Tacteos mentioned. Okay. Wow, all that epic music just for that short thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, so far, like, the control scheme feels a little bit wonky, especially as someone who started the Mountain Blade series on, like, PC with, like, WASD and mouse, you know, like, keyboard and mouse. It feels really wonky, especially in the combat, and then, like, I don't know, that command menu, like I miss just being able to press like 1 or 2 or 3, you know, to select the groups and then give them the orders. So I'm gonna have to, it's gonna take a lot of getting used to. I might have to play this off camera or something just to get used to it. Hopefully once I level up my character some more, hopefully like those swings, like hopefully the combat feels a little more snappy and responsive. I think as far as the mounted combat, I know it's the same, just the way that it's controlling, but like, doing it on the controller, I don't know what it is. Like, it's just hard for me to aim and like control my speed at the same time for some reason. So it might just be a learning curve. Hopefully, it'll be better next time. But so far, I'm interested in continuing and seeing how it goes. Anyway, thanks again. All right, bye.